What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Today's video is on the new Warzone update that just came out yesterday, but if the day you're watching this is Friday, it came out 2 days ago, I think, if my math is right. Alright, so let's get into this new Warzone update. So what I'm going to be doing is talking about these new things that were added and that were taken out, and then if I have a clip of it, I'll put in a clip, or I'll try to get into a game and try to get a clip for it. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put up a picture of the rest of the month's playlist. It's not like anything changes that much. Like, I think they add a new game mode and they take out game modes. So, yeah. Alright, so the first thing that was fixed and how they explained it was a bunch of things were fixed around the map for a better player experience. So I'm pretty sure what that just means is that they changed the map. Like, they made it change colors, so now it's like more vibrant colors. I'll put in, a little something right here. So they changed the colors in some areas. They made it darker and lighter. So also more things that they did is that they made it easier for you to get on top of prison. They changed the whole barrier around prison. They changed a whole bunch of things on the map that I guess make it a better player experience. Another thing is that mini royales on Rebirth have been disabled, so it's no longer going to be in the game. You are also now allowed to inspect vanguard guns. Another thing is that the gas mask, you are able to take it off and put it back on. So how you drop money and ammo is the same way you would drop your gas mask, just in case you don't want it because the animation or just something. Another thing is you are able to loot armor satchels, so you could just take out the plates out of the armor satchel instead of getting a whole new one that you need to fill up on plates. Alright, so another thing, this one is actually kind of odd. I feel like that there was no point to it, but it says that when you are self-reviving, you are able to choose what way you get up. So if you're prone, crouch, or standing up, I don't know what the point of that is, or if I'm just not understanding, but that's one thing. Alright, so this one's kind of big. It has to do with your contracts. So contracts are going to be easier to find now. And another thing is that they made them slanted. So before they were straight up, and now they're slanted, and it makes you it makes it easier to find them, I think. That's what they said. And another thing is that you can now see contracts while you're already doing a contract. So before, if you had a contract started, you wouldn't be able to see the other ones on the big map. You would only be able to see them on the little mini map. Also in the contracts, the bounty is the favorite contract, so I guess they're going to place more. And most wanted has been taken out from the top secret contract. Another thing that was fixed is your parachutes. So now you can pull your parachute whenever you want, as low as you want, and you can also cut it as low as you want. So what that means is that when you pull your parachute at a certain level, after you can't cut it once you're already a little close to the ground. So now they made it so you could cut it whenever you want. So there is no limit to how high and how low. Another thing is the heavy loot drops. They are guaranteed to give you a UAV and a legendary gun whenever you get one. So when there's a fire sale, they increase the price on UAVs. So before it used to be 80% taken off, and now it's 50%. So the next thing is a trade station, pretty much, where you can trade your weapons. And I'll put a picture of what it looks like right now. So what you could do here is trade in the weapons that you have in your hand for armor satchels, kill streaks, cash. Alright, so here are the details about the trade station. It is way too much to read off, and it just makes the video so long. So I'm just going to put a screenshot of it right here. Alright, so you are now able to put stationary UAVs. You just pay 1,500 and the UAV will be in that area. And I think it's mainly done at towers, cell towers. Alright, so another big thing, this one's huge. I feel like this is honestly kind of cool. So they put blueprint guns all over the map. So from the ones that I know, on top of the water tower, there's a HDR, I think. So another one is on top of the tower on headquarters. There's a sniper up there. I forgot which one, but it's called the tower because it's in the tower. So there's that one. There's an MP5 in control center all the way at the bottom in the little office on top of the filing cabinet. So the last location that I know is actually in Bio Labs. It's all the way at the bottom in the shower. There's a big sink and there's a gun blueprint and they're just chilling. And I also forgot about one more. So the Milano that you used to get from the video I made previously, to open the bunker, that bunker is actually open, so you can go get that Milano in there, and there's actually a lot of loot in there, so it's pretty good. So now that I'm thinking about it, there's actually guns everywhere. I've seen them pretty often, but then I didn't really think about it until now that I'm reading patch notes. So there's actually another one where decon is, but it's outside where it goes downwards and there's a staircase up. I have no idea what that place is called, and I don't think it has a name. But what I do know about this place, it's right next to Decon, and it's like right next to the water. When you go up the stairs all the way on the right side, if you're looking upwards, there's an FFAR right there. Alright, so the next thing is Golden Vaults. If you played them on Verdansk, then you know that they had these, and you have to do like key cards and codes and all this stuff. So these I think are a future thing, because I've gotten up to a couple of them and they don't tell you to like push a button to put in a code. So I think that's for a future event. Alright, so another thing is a event that's going on right now called Rebirth Reinforced. So this is pretty much an event where you gotta do things in Rebirth to get rewards. I'm gonna put up a screenshot of what these things that you have to do and what are the rewards right now. Alright, so now for the new modes. So there's 3 new modes. The first one is Solo Resurgence, there's Rebirth Blood Money, and there's going to be a 12v12, and the 12v12 is called Payload. Alright, another big thing that changed is that the old security area got turned into a place called Stronghold. I'm going to put a picture up of what it looks like right now. The next new area is by security, there's a boat on the dock, and I'm going to show you guys a picture of that right now. Alright, so the next thing is the prison yard. The prison yard has been changed, and I talked about this a little earlier, and I'm going to put a picture up of what it looks like right now. Another thing is there's also a boat at Nova 6. And these boats you can actually get on and loot around, and there's just a bunch of stuff on them, and I think there's even stores on them. Alright, so they also added redeploy balloons around the map, and those are like, come on, like I think you should know what that is, so I'm not going to get too deep into those. The next thing is a new weapon. I have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to show you a picture, and you know, a new video coming soon on a SIT class. Alright, so here's the weapon adjustments. So the Vargo 52 was a gun that was just added. I actually just made a video on it, which was my last video, I'm pretty sure. So that actually kind of got like a little nerf, but I used it yesterday, and it was still doing pretty good. Nothing's wrong with it, so you know, if you want a class for that, you should go look at my last video, and then I think I made another video about it before. But so what that is, I'm looking over here because here's the patch notes. So maximum damage decreased to 28 from 27, and the minimum damage decreased from 24 to 23. But here's like a little buff, I'm pretty sure. So it says neck damage multiplier increased from 1.2 to 1.3. So the gun is still pretty much good. Like, they didn't do much changes to it. It still is really good. Another gun that was adjusted was I have no idea how you say the full name, but it is called the Volks. It says the gun kick was adjusted. So it says it tended to drift to the right while firing. So I think they fixed it. So it could be a little buff. Alright, so there's 2 marksman rifles that got adjusted. So the first one is the G34. It's a vanguard gun, and the bullet velocity was increased by 13.8%. And the other one is the M1 Grand, also vanguard gun. Bullet velocity increased by 14.13. ADS movement speed increased from 0.86 to 1, or 0.86 to 1. ADS time increased from 300 ms to 250 ms. So a buff. Alright, so another weapon is the SVT-40, also a vanguard gun. The bullet velocity was increased by 16%. Alright, so they did something to the melee. So it says that you will now execute a melee finisher on the second consecutive strike. So when you hit them for the second time, you will do the finishing move on them. Alright, so shotguns, the vanguard shotguns damage increased by 10%. Alright, so for the snipers, this is only for controller. So the 3-line rifle, it's a vanguard gun. It says controller only, aim assist enabled when not in ADS. So when not aiming down sights, you have aim assist, I guess, even though you're not aiming. And then the Type 99, also a vanguard gun, controller only, the aim assist enabled when not ADSing, the same thing. Alright, so for SMGs, the Sten vanguard gun got a buff, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. So the 7.62 mag capacity increased from 32 to 36, and then the 0.45 ACP round fast mag capacity increased from 28 to 32, and it says 9mm mags capacity increased from 20 to 28. I messed up there, but I'm still gonna leave that in. And then the well gun kind of got a nerf. It says the fire rate decreased by 2.2% and recoil increased slightly but I used it yesterday. It's still pretty good. So the ammunition also got a nerf. It says hollow points damage range now decreased by 20%. Alright, so there's actually a bunch of things that got buffed and nerfed and adjusted pretty much like they said they would. Alright, so they also added a buyback station. So it's like a loadout. You throw your little like smoke bomb and it comes from the sky, lands right in front of you, and you could buy what you want from there. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on Monday for my next video.